YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel that I ran in our review. Man, you know what? I believe that a lot of people are having some unrealistic expectations. You know, they're like, look, you should be held to your word. You said you're not going to buy anything until it go on clearance. Man, look, really? You think I'm going to wait forever to buy some shit that may or may not go on clearance? Or they may not have any more left when clearance actually get here? Or they could have a ton of them, but when I get there, they're all gone. Dude, if you want it, buy it. If you got the money for it at that particular point in time, get it. Don't wait and play the long game on everything, because you will miss out on shit and you will be pissed off and you will blame other people like it's somebody else's fault. You know, a lot of this shit ain't nobody but our own fault. We need to step up, step in, and, you know, put up or shut up with some of this stuff, man, because a lot of times everybody make it seem like you're the only one that could be held at their word, man. Nobody else, man. Look, hey, shit, you know, someone told me I always keep my word. Man, I'm like, damn, who are you, Jesus? Man, nobody keeps their word all the time. Shit happens. This is the real world. You out here, you're going to hurt some damn body's feeling. You're going to do something somebody doesn't like or doesn't like, man. This is the real world. I don't understand how people don't understand that actions have consequences. People think they could say and do any damn thing and there won't be no consequences. You have freedom of speech, but look, I also have freedom to whoop your ass too, so keep that in mind. This is not aimed at anybody. This is just me talking. This is just me saying, I'm gonna be honest. Collecting for me is fun. But you know what? You could have had that epiphany moment whereas you like, I'm getting burnt out on this shit. It happens. Dude, it doesn't mean I'm going to take everything down. I'm going to still appreciate it and do everything that I normally do, but I'm going to slow it down. And I know you're like, man, all the shit you've been buying, you ain't slowing down. Dude, shit you see is over a period of time. It's not like it all came in one day, and this is what people make it seem like. Like I'm out there just buying shit, I'm going to buy this. And I keep hearing people talking about how deep their pockets is and, you know, this price is good for them. Man, I don't care how deep your pockets is. Them your pockets. Those are not my pockets. Don't worry about another man's pockets. If you could afford to buy a $150 toy and, you know, that's what you want to buy it for and it's normally $23, that's on you, bro. I ain't mad at you, you know, or, you know, shit. I ain't got nothing to do with it whatsoever. I'm thinking about all the stuff we doing here. I'm thinking about all the stuff here that we winning with, man. We've been dealing with a lot of shit lately, man. And, you know, the shit has really been hitting the fan, man. It's just left and right. It's just so much of stuff, man. And, you know, I talk about a lot of stuff and people like, man, you still got stuff in boxes that you ain't unboxed. You got this and that. You know what? Have you ever seen any other collectors collecting area? I got friends who do DVDs and Blu-rays. They got them all across the floor. Haven't put them up yet. Haven't even unwrapped them yet. I got friends who collect Barbie dolls. Males collect Barbie dolls. Ain't shit wrong with that. Do what you do. Some of them take them out the box. Some of them leave them in the box. I got friends that collect yo-yos and do the yo-yo tricks on YouTube. Check them out. They all, like I told you, it's so many different communities. There are people that read books here on YouTube. This is why I'm saying you don't know your lane. See, my lane is all of this. My lane ain't just one particular toy line, dude. That ain't cool for me. You know, just sitting here, if I collected Ninja Turtles or Motu, I lose my damn mind. Dude, how many of the same damn figures of Ninja Turtles could you have? I understand Batman and Wolverine and Superman and Wonder Woman, Snake Eyes, Lion-O, Quicksilver. I know people gonna say all that, like, man, you know, and Power Rangers. But, you know, it's just certain things, man, that you like, man, I'm trying to understand the logic behind the shit people are saying. You know, quality should match price, man. You know, people get mad when I buy quantity of shit that I want. See, the thing is, if you buy what you want, that's different. You know, right now I'm having that completed feeling, like, you know, I got all the stuff that I wanted. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. You can get to that point where as you get stuff. I had that situation going on when I had comic books, man. when I collected all the X-Men comics. I'm talking about from one of the Uncanny X-Men all the way up to the final ending one they had. Man, I had enough of that then, man. You know, like after you collect, then I had all type of other comics and everything. Man, it was crazy. I had so many boxes and boxes of comics. Dude, after a period of time, it's like, you lose interest sometimes. And this is why I say you need to sit back and focus. This is why my interests shift the way they do. Because sometimes I lose interest in one thing. You know, I may lose interest in action figures today. Shit, we gonna play some video games tomorrow. We gonna talk about video games the next day. We gonna talk about gym shoes. Dude, we gonna talk about sport cards. We gonna talk about Pokemon cards. We're gonna talk about something different. We're gonna keep it pushing. And see, this is the thing that I talk about here, man. You can't just be a one-trick pony because after a while, you even get tired of it. I look at channels like Mad Hatter. I look at the Articulated Ninja. Those are some great channels. These guys, I mean, they research their topics and they talk in depth on what they're talking about. And you know they're very knowledgeable of the subject. So I got to take my hat off to them and give them their flowers, man. They doing what they doing. But see, with me, I do what I like. I talk about what I like. You know, I can't keep it 100 toys, man. And I'm serious, I just can't. This is why you get a blend in of some of everything, because too much of anything would drive you fucking crazy. And like I said, too much of anything, a little bit, you know, would drive me crazy right now. And I'm kind of getting like overwhelmed with some shit. It ain't with the toys and stuff like that. It's with the extra shit that comes along with it. You know, it's like people's expectations here on YouTube. And I think we don't understand that. When you're a content creator, people think you're supposed to go bigger and better. They think the stuff that you have now, man, you should be topping it tomorrow. You should have like 14 Marvel Legends that you're going to open up. 14 G.I. Joe Classified. 25 DC Multiverse. 14 Voltron lines that you're opening up. 23 starting lineups. People are expecting you to go bigger. People are expecting your topics to get bigger and more in depth. And sometimes, man, just for the love of God, you just can't, because it gets nuts. And this is why a lot of people are refocusing their channels, because you only have so much space, man. Someone asked me, they said, hey, when you get tired of that stuff, you're going to put the stuff back in the boxes you saved and put it up for sale on eBay or whatnot. And I'm like, man, I don't hold on to boxes. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. And I don't know how much I can tell you this. If I open up this figure right now and put it on eBay for sale, I could get the same damn price that is going for inside of the packaging. Why? Because most people who collect toys, they're not collecting the box. They're collecting the actual toy in the box. And if you're collecting the toy in the box, that means you might want to play with it. You know, a lot of people just collect the entire box and sit it somewhere. I'm not a fan of that. I used to be, man, but after a while, that ain't no fun. I actually like to pose the figure sometimes. I actually like to actually look at it, hold it in my hand, you know, move it around, see what it do, check the waist, check, you know, the knees, the joints, everything. So I'm looking at the figure, and this is what I do when I actually open up my figures, man. You know, I actually inspect the figure, you know, checking for the color and every damn thing. If there's any color bleed, how the sculpt look, you know, how the details of the face, because the face is one of the most intricate parts of the figure. Because if the face is off, the whole figure is off. Man, I've been talking about this stuff for the longest, man, and I think a lot of people don't understand. Collecting is more than just buying shit. Collecting for most people is a mindset. The mindset changes with the stuff that you do. You're not the same person as you was yesterday collecting. You're not that first collecting person. You know, you just different collecting person. You buying different shit. You understanding different shit. You adding different shit to your portfolio, man. You know what? If I sold this collection behind me, I mean, if I sold all the gargoyles together, I get a good price for it. They don't got to be boxed. I sell all the McFarlane stuff right here. I get a good price. The Silverhawk stuff, I get a good price. None of this stuff got to be boxed. Dude, that's what people missing it at. Shit, this shit is still going for the same price out of the box. You know, please stop thinking that you can get a deal on stuff when it's out of the box. Like, it's going to be like $5 out the box. No, shit, it's going to be even higher out of the box in certain cases. Because people already can inspect the figure because it's not in the packaging anymore. You can look at it, you can see through however they got it. Man, it is what it is. Enjoy this hobby. Stop trying to treat it as an investment, man. If you treating this as your lifelong investment, man, it may go wrong. It may go left. The whole market may crash. And you be left with shit that you can't get rid of or give away. And see, my whole point is, man, if you're not doing this out of love, you might want to rethink it. You know, there's so many things that you could refocus on, restart on, rebrand on, man. This is how I look at stuff. This is like when I get a little overwhelmed with stuff and I'm starting to get frustrated and tired, I refocus. I be like, well, maybe I don't want to do this no more. Maybe I'm going to check into doing this over here. Maybe I'll look at some of this. Man, because I see a lot of these figures over here looking pretty good. Or I may check out some more shoes. Or I may check out the Funko Pops, some colognes, some watches. I wear all this shit every day. So I'm like, you got to look at all that, man. It helps clear your head when you got other stuff that you can do. If you're just doing Masters of the Universe, Origins, or Masterverse, and how sporadic those figures drop, and how the distribution work, and how sometimes even they got a Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Target.com, and Walmart.com, sometimes that shit gets sold out as soon as they put it up. Now you in a lurch. You collecting a line that you can't get figures for. This is what I'm talking about. This is what other channels don't talk about. They talk about every damn thing else. They talk about the toys, they review the stuff. Man, that ain't what I'm about. I'm about the truth. We grown. There's not a lot of kids that actually watch these videos, man. It's a lot of grown-ass people who got grown-ass problems. They got kids, they got to buy clothes. They got to put food on the table. Shit don't make sense all the time. Sometimes you want to be greedy and buy shit for yourself, man, but you can't. As a grown-ass father, grown-ass man, you sometimes got to say, shit, I got to put this shit on the back burner. Dude, I had went like almost damn near, man, I went damn near 10 years without collecting. I don't think it was 10. I think it was like 5. I went 5 years. Because, I was into like electronic stuff at that time, like stereo equipment, big-ass speakers. Man, I was buying all that stuff. Big-ass projection screen TVs. You remember those projection screen TVs? Big-ass TV. Man, look. Dude, that's what I was into. Like I tell you, shit changes. And people ask me, how do you get this money? Man, what do you work at? I work a job, just like you do, man. I know what to buy. I know what my money could afford. I don't try to afford shit that I can't afford. This is why I say you can search all over eBay, Amazon, and all that. You'll find it, and you may find it for what you're looking for. This is why I say you got to constantly look. This is how I found all those X-Men books. And I didn't pay $1,000 for not one damn book. Or $500. Like I told you, it is what it is. You take your time. People want to hurry up and build without laying a foundation. You can't build no damn house without a foundation. You can't build on sand. You can't build on water. And I know y'all saying, yes, you can build on sand and you can build on water, but it takes extra steps. I'm saying you can't build on a shaky foundation. You got to start slow. This is why I tell you, when you see those clearances and all of that with toys and video games, if you want to jump in, that's the time to do it. Don't jump in on full price days. Don't jump in when everything is like $30 and $40 damn dollars. I understand your pockets may be deep as hell, but they may not always be deep as hell. This is how you got to collect. You got to collect and be like, man, am I the completionist type of collector? I'm not. I'm the type of collector where I collect different toy lines and I buy a couple of figures from each line. I don't go out and buy the whole wave. Shit, I'd be surprised if I buy any wave. It takes a minute for me to get stuff now because I don't find it. Classified stuff, I don't usually pay full price anymore for it. DC Multiverse, some of that I pay full price for because, I ain't gonna lie. I love the scopes. I love the colors. I love the detail. But the shit is just hard to find. Motu stuff. Sometimes you can find it at Five Below. You can find it at DD's Discount. You can find it at Ross. Sometimes. In Burlington, because I hear Burlington still got some of those controller waves, Marvel Legends. So if you want to check that out, Burlington. Dude, like I say, man, we over here doing what we doing. But I'm going to call cap on a lot of people that make it seem like you always keeping your word on every damn thing. You know, you are not allowed to change your mind when it comes to collecting. You're not allowed to say anything different. You got to go with the status quo. No, that ain't what this channel is about. We don't follow everybody else. I follow my own train of thought here. I do. Because like I said, man, following somebody else, you're not going to get the results you want. Unless that's who you are. But till later, thank you for watching. Peace out.